As it stands, Bryan Kohberger is due to stand trial August 11th. Mark it down. This is, of course, in the sadistic killing of 4 University of Idaho students in their off-campus house 2 years ago. Today, he and his defense team were back in a Boise courtroom for the first time since before Thanksgiving, and man, are his lawyers ever fighting hard. They came at the state over evidence again today. And I would really love to show you how Bryan Kohberger reacted to the arguments and how he looked in court and what, if anything, he or the prosecutor said. But no, I cannot do that because the hearing was closed. No reporters, no cameras, not even an audio feed. This is what I call secret justice, which, as I have said many times before, it is a contradiction in terms, secret justice. I can tell you this, Team Kohberger believes that there isn't a shred of evidence that can hurt him or them if a jury never sees it. This is where I bring in Dave Aronberg, who I normally introduce as longtime state attorney for Palm Beach County in Florida, but tonight he is now officially flexing new muscles in private practice. Welcome to the dark side? I don't know. Is it the better side? I'm not sure what it is, but you could sure talk more freely, that's for sure. It's good to have you. I don't get it, Dave. This is America. We don't put hoods over people and throw them in gulags. We keep everything open. It is an open process. We're supposed to feel good about it. I feel very not good about a lot of the process with Kohberger. Am I wrong?
Well, first off, it's great to be back with you, Ashleigh. Thank you for having me, despite my being a has-been. So, as far as Bryan Kohberger, I'm with you. I think there needs to be more transparency. And I said that when I was state attorney. The criminal justice process is filled with secrecy. You have secret grand juries. You have secret investigations where you can't talk about them. You have trials that are secret in federal court and in states like New York. And now, because this case has so much pretrial publicity, the judge issued an extensive gag order. So we can't even see this pretrial hearing. I'm with you. Let the sunshine in. Let people see what's going on.
Yeah, and I'm curious as to why Kohberger wants this to be public and the prosecutors don't. But there's something else that's very troubling, although I honestly don't believe it's going to be troubling. It's the investigative genetic genealogy. We all know that this is the way they got to the person who left the DNA on the knife sheath at the murder scene, right? They went the same process as the Golden State Killer, and they found Kohberger's dad, and they went to Kohberger's dad's house, and they started looking through the trash, and lo and behold, they found him, and they swabbed his cheek, and it's the guy who matches the DNA on the knife sheath. Now, his lawyer is saying, no, you're not allowed to use that kind of crime-fighting tool, so everything you discovered about that man on your TV screen after that moment, you can't use it. It's fruit of a poisonous tree. But this is just a new crime-fighting technique, like fingerprints were new, and photography was new, and cell phones were new. How is this any different?
And Ashleigh, actually, it's not that new anymore. It's been around for a few years. In fact, we've used it in our office to catch serial killers, cold cases. So it's been around now. It is still shrouded in some secrecy, because when you sign up for a site like 23andMe, they ask you to check that box that will allow your stuff to be part of a database. What happens if you don't check the box? Well, we don't know if the relative of Kohberger's checked that box. Also, we don't know who the relative was. The defense lawyers want access to that relative, and the prosecution says, no, we're not going to let you harass this innocent relative. So what? You can point to this innocent relative who's not even there at trial and say, that person's the real killer. That's whose DNA was found. No, 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 no. There's a limit to what you can get here, and I think the judge is going to recognize that.
Yeah. Yeah, Fourth Amendment, all sorts of challenges, the Fourth Amendment. This does not look like a good one, but boy, oh boy, if they lose everything, this is going to be a really hard case, so we'll have to have another discussion about that. Dave, freedom, Dave. It's good to have you on this side of the ledger. I always loved you as a state attorney, too, but now you can say all sorts of crazy things. Thank you for this. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me back, Ashleigh.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.